all about finding things that you can use. So before we go over and I'll show you my setup, and it's very simple. Stick it on here like such, and boom, it's done. And not just survive, but thrive. Welcome to the ranch. Today, I wanted to show you something that I'm super excited about. We've kind of talked about this in the past, and I'm sorry for maybe the sound that you're getting. You just dropped your shoes.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. The reason why we're out here in the rain is because I want to show you something that's so important to our ranch and so important to homesteading. In homesteading, it's all about finding ways to save money. It's all about finding things that you can use to collect and reuse. And so today, I wanted to bring you out here because look at this garden. You can see all the beautiful vegetables. Some of them a little bit impacted by the heat. But today is a great day because all this is being watered for us. And guess what? Through this year, through the summer of Texas, and Texas has some hot summers. This summer, even though it hasn't been as hot as in the past, we have been able to utilize the rain, the things that God has given us to keep this garden wet. We've not had to use the water from the house because we've been able to collect the water off of our house. So before we go over and I'll show you my setup, and it's very simple. It's not something that you may think like, man, I can't wait to see what this guy's got going on. It's something very simple. But before we go over there and take a look at that, I want to take you over here and show you what we have on the back side of this garden. So Mr. Cameraman, let's go. We're going to work our way over here to the back side of the garden. The cameraman's taking one for the team right now. He's walking barefoot because he had flip-flops. They're over there. Flip-flops are gone because his feet are wet. I'm wet. I got an umbrella guy. Here, turn around and show the umbrella guy for a second. Can you get the camera to work?
Turn.
There you go. Umbrella guy. He's trying to protect the camera, the microphone, and everything that's set up. So we're trying to work through this. Come around this way. I want to show you. Scoot back just a second. These water totes you can get. There's a lot of businesses out there that are trying to find ways to get rid of these. If you go and find these, I'll put the link in the description exactly what they're called. I think they're called IBC totes. But these are 250 gallons. So I bought these for about $25. Okay, so I have a setup right here, $100 to save the amount of water that we can throughout the year. And down here in Texas especially, is when we start going into droughts, I have backup. And this is how we've been watering our garden this year, okay? So I have 4 sitting right here. I want to show you this real quick. Just a typical outlet. And what I did this year is I bought an attachment. You can make these, but it's just threaded on one side. Stick it on here like such. And boom, it's done. So anytime I want to go from one tote to the next, it's a matter of taking it off, switching it over, boom, done. All right, so super easy. And so the way that we get the water for these is what I'm getting ready to take you over to right now. I can hear the thunder. Make sure we have any lightning going on out here. Monica will kill me if I get killed. Okay, she's gonna be really upset if I get electrocuted. There we go, how about that? All right, but this year, we've gotten a little bit more rain than typical here in Texas this year, but we've not even gone through these 2 at a time. This is 500 gallons just between the top 2, and every day we'll come out here and just water around the garden. You can see, and we got a little bit of overgrowth here at the back end, but down there where all the tomatoes and the cucumbers and the watermelons are growing, we've been able to keep them moist so that they continue to grow. We've had a pretty good haul this year with all the different vegetables and fruits and stuff like that. So we're going to go ahead and head around to the side of the house where I have these totes set up, and I'm going to show you very simply how you can do this. All right, so we see everybody's loving the rain right now. The cows are nice and cool. It's keeping the flies off of them. We got the Muscovy ducks right there. They just cleaned themselves up. So we're loving the rain right now. The rain is awesome. And the reason why, obviously, when you have a garden, when you have a farm, a ranch, you got to worry about everything getting water. More thunder. And so rain is imperative. It's just like for humans, right? You gotta drink water to survive. You can survive more with water than you can with food, or longer, I guess you could say. So it's important for all of our flowers, for the vegetables, for everything that we've got going on. I'm right over here. For everything that we've got going on, we gotta have rain. Animals need it, vegetables need it. And so this is our watering system. You can see how simple this is. It's as simple as going to Home Depot or Lowe's and buying one of these. I don't even know what they're called. You can find them in the gutter section. Same thing with the corrugated piping. And all we're doing is collecting the rainwater off the roof. There's a lot of surface area up here. So if you don't want these all around your house, find a place that's kind of discreet. And so we put them on the side of the house so you don't really see them unless you're my neighbor, which is my parents. So they don't care, obviously. But you can hear the amount of water that's coming off this. I want to detach this for a second. Look at how much water is coming out of here. I hate to even waste it, but I wanted to show you this. This is the amount of water that's coming out of here. And so you can look on the side of the tote here. This is a 250-gallon tank, again. And so by the end of this rain, it'll probably be up here close to filled. And what I'll do is I will take this transfer pump that I purchased at Harbor Freight, very inexpensive. Purchased the transfer pump, and I will transfer the water from this all the way over there to where we work. And so it's that simple. And so on our homestead, we have two of them. We have this one here, and then our other one is over here, again, still on the side of the house, but a completely different gutter system. So I have basically half of the house being funneled into these two areas. Now, you can do this with anything. You can set up a gutter system anywhere you are. But because we took time to set this up on two different areas, we've been able to sustain the garden with water collected right here off of our roofing system. That's it. So we've saved a lot of money. We've saved a lot of time and effort in collecting water. I don't have to worry about if there's a drought, because I know that we can make that garden last with 1,000 gallons of water easily. And the good thing about these totes is this water, even though it's out in the sun, and again, we're down here in Texas, the biggest thing is that you don't want the water too hot. And I think if I remember correctly, it was about 100 degrees. And so even in our hottest days, this water at nighttime as it cools down is less than 100 degrees. So all you got to do is take time. This is proof right now in one of the hotter climates outside of some of the desertous areas like Arizona, but right here in Texas, we've been able to survive, and not just survive, but thrive. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I hope you've learned something. I hope you've been encouraged with something like this, because no matter if you're on a homestead or if you're trying to live off the land in the city, you can collect your rainwater. You can do that. Just be mindful of the ordinances, of what you're allowed to do, what you're not allowed to do. Follow the rules. I'll never tell you outside of that to break the law. Make sure you're doing what's right in your area that you live in. But here, we're allowed to do this. We collect the water and we make it work. So thank you so much. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Remember that subscriptions cost you nothing and it only helps our channel grow. I'm wet. Jeez, I hope you can't see through my shirt. That would be embarrassing. Anyway, please like, subscribe, share this with your friends. We want our channel to grow, but we want to give you good material so that you can thrive as well. Not just survive, but thrive. That's the message for today. So thanks again for tuning in. Stay tuned for the outtakes. Until next time, hey, who likes free water from the good Lord above? Farmers do. Until next time, peace. I'm gonna go get dry. I'm getting a little chilly now. Take 14, all right, ready?
Yeah, go.
All right. Okay. It's a matter of going to Home Depot and buying one of these.
In the rain.
Come on, dude, for real? Hey, baby. No, don't touch the electric fence in the rain. Good grief. That's like a death sentence right there. We'll be having bacon a little earlier than expected.